What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about something because, of course, we've been talking about how good this event is this week. It's kind of godly compared to past Prophet Orb events. However, there's one thing we haven't really deep dived into, and that is next month's Easter. Now, again, this goes back to the topic we also talked about yesterday of random events like this one, sometimes being actually even better than the big holiday events. Like next month at Easter. Again, is Easter going to be better? Is it going to be worse? Well, we've seen events like last Valentine's Day. A lot of you guys used your Prophet Orbs, and you basically just got away with a pay-to-win artifact chest, which, again, they're not really pay-to-win anymore. They're actually very free and accessible to every player in the game. Yeah. You had to pay to get the sublimation chest, but then this random week we have this week for Mecha Saga, you can get it for free. I don't know if this is going to be the new standard or if it's just going to go back and forth at the whim of the developers. So let's take a look back at past Easter events. I don't think they've actually been Prophet Orbs, but I could imagine it being Prophet Orbs this year because they have a pretty set schedule for new hero releases and Transcendence hero releases. So I don't think they're going to change it up. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So the first thing I noticed is last year's event actually fell on a very odd week. We always have some sort of egg event tied to it. It was actually a wishing fountain week, which was not something we were used to seeing. And I think getting to one pay to an artifact chest was actually pretty easy. There were a bunch of these side quests to get different types of eggs. If I remember, it wasn't really the best event. The idle quiz was really cool though. I love when we get idle quizzes. I hope those keep returning. Yeah, it was like going after the super high eggs. Like you could crush these eggs to get turned into these eggs, and then these eggs could turn into these eggs, and if you got enough of them, you get an additional pay to an artifact. So I think this might have been before Essence Sublimation was the thing, to be honest. That was the skin for Star Alchemist Holmes Young. There wasn't too much into it. So we can't really compare to this one. Again, this was 2022's Easter. If I remember correctly, it was just okay. Now, this feels like we're going to a completely different game, honestly. This is 2021's Easter event. Fiona was just coming out, so it was lined up with a heroic summoning event. Yeah, it was interesting. We had pretty much these eggs again, but they were much different. It was to summon for like specific things that you could get in each one of them. There was a quest system and stuff like that mixed in as well. Carrie actually being one of the top copies. Man, 2021 was a different time. This is right after 2C Lago, aka Trashy Lago, came out. So I think everybody was a little butthurt, honestly. I didn't like her, and I was a light hero fan. Eloise, though, was amazing. We still had the old school rotating Orbs Workshop coming out in Glorious Boost rotation, which was really weird. Look at how far the packages have come. You guys realize this was like a $100 pack back in the day, or at least $70, because it had a Mirac skin. Like, say what you want, but you get a ton of stuff for the amount of money you spend nowadays compared to the old school days of the game. Even like the packs, you get so much more in the packs. Like, they've almost doubled the packs as well. And yeah, it's interesting. We had a key and everything. Back then, we used to, I feel like, get them like pretty much whenever there were events, and that was it. We didn't get a monthly key back then. So based off of 2021 and 2022, I know there's going to be eggs involved, but what is it going to be? Because this is going to be the third year in a row. It is a completely different event. So let's now compare what we know about other events in the past year. Let's talk about February. We had Valentine's Day. Comparing this to the Armor Assault, which honestly seems to be a very, very generous event overall to get to the Essence Sublimation chest. They need to make these more accessible, because then now the premium one needs to be those core of Origins. We need more access to free-to-play Essence Sublimation, especially if you are a saver. This time you do need to save like a full 640 Prophet Orbs, so keep that in mind. February, Valentine's Day, the best we could come away with as a free-to-play was a chest. That was as far as we could get. You still have to spend like $50 or something to get to here, and as a free-to-play, that feels really bad. I don't even remember what Prophet Orbs were for January, but I can tell you it wasn't good. I can tell you the same thing for December. I can tell you the same thing for November and October, I believe. All of them pretty much capped out for Prophet Orb usage. at the pay-to-win artifact chest. This is the first one since, I believe, September that we've gotten this. And then, honestly, I don't think we've ever had a Prophet Orb event that got us to a core. I don't think we've ever had a Prophet Orb event that got us to a core of origin. I think we've only had a heroic summoning event, I believe. And that's if you saved, like, a ton of stuff up, like an absolute ton. So honestly, it's really hard to pass up this event, but again, you are going to need to be able to do all of these. If you have Aurora Stars saved up, you can get to it. You can, or rather, I should say, sorry, you can get to the core of origin pretty easily. If you don't have the core of origin on any hero, and you do have a bunch of Aurora Stars saved up, I think even we have a bunch on ours, and we've been spending them left, right, and center. But then again, you got to remember, we're a spender too. We still have 861. I think the math on it is almost 1,300 you need, plus all of the other things going on. So I think I might be able to get it and show you guys exactly what that's going to look like, but we're not going to be able to do that until Friday of this week. Although the issue is I do not have all the Prophet Orbs, which I might buy some of them just to show you guys exactly how to get to the double essence sublimation chest or the core chest. I don't know which one I need on my account. Probably the core, to be honest, because essentially what the goal is then is to get to this number right here. And in reality, getting to this number, because you get an additional pay to an artifact, you can essentially get all this if you have Aurora Stars and Honey Stars that can equal up to 1,290. Which isn't, like, impossible. For free to play, it'll be hard. For those that are low spenders, it should be acquirable. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but you can come away with the core, 3 artifacts, and an essence sublimation, which is actually pretty insane. So yeah, that's kind of just the ultimate decision. I love to hear everybody in the community's kind of opinion down in the comments. Like I said, are we going to get something better than this? It's a gamble. It really is a gamble. Will it feel bad if you use them now and then they give better rewards at Easter? Yeah. But no, it also feels really bad if you skip this event and you do have those 640 Prophet Orbs or a bunch of Aurora Honey Stars saved up. And then Easter is a bad event, which honestly, let's be honest, the big named events have not been super great in the past 6 months. Like besides last anniversary, we've had like decent events, but nothing that's been like mind-blowing. This is the best event ever until we came to this, because again, if you have a ton of Honey Aurora Stars and maybe only 320 Prophet Orbs, you can still get it going. But I would say 100% wait till Thursday. Figure out exactly how many Honey and Aurora Stars you're going to spend. And then you'll have a much better kind of gauge on if you should spend your Prophet Orbs. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.